Hey guys, Luna here, and welcome to another episode of That Crypto Hustle here with Ivan. What's up, Ivan?
What's up, Miss Luna, Miss Vega, Miss Crypto Hustle? What is going on? How are you?
Mr. Crypto Hustle. That's how I should introduce you. I love, every time that I see your Facebook post, I really get inspired. Even when I'm
Thank
having a
you.
bad day. So I must say, I love your optimism and I really like your overall mindset.
Thank you.
And you're absolutely right, because you've shared that quite often. Mindset is everything. But before we even go there, because I feel like that's like a whole other topic and a whole other can of worms, I really want to ask you as to so when you first learned about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, what was your original idea, or what was your original gut feeling? Would be more like it.
So, it was like 3.5 years ago. One of my homies, Steven Santana, okay? So, like, he hit me up the other day and he's like, yo, I was in this room and everybody was talking about you. And in my mind, I couldn't stop thinking that I was the one that introduced you to crypto. So one day, 3.5 years ago, he hits me up in the inbox. He's like, yo, Ivan, have you heard about Bitcoin? And I'm like, no, what is it? And he's telling me about this virtual money, and I just couldn't grasp it. I'm like, what are you talking about? And you know what's funny? That probably like a year before that, they had talked to me about mining machines. And, but they were like, the way they described it, it was just like that vague, like, yeah, these machines. Because the guy that explained it to me was like, he didn't even know about it, but he was getting put on and he was putting money up. So he's like, yeah, these machines, they just go in the internet and they get money. And it's like, so 3.5 years ago, 4.5 years ago, I'm like, I just couldn't grasp it until the beginning of 2017. Someone that, it just, I just knew I don't know. It's just when you get one of those calls and you're just like, I need to pay attention to this. Like, I know this guy. Like, not only do I know this guy, but I know that, this guy's never done any salesy stuff. This guy lives in the mountain of Costa Rica. You see pictures of his family. You see pictures of his wife. You see him on the beach. He's not about that, like, that greedy life. You're like, you know what? I trust this guy. Let me really take a look at this. And I'll be honest with you. I put money. I invested in I invested a small amount in Coinbase. That was my first investment. It took 3 days. 3 days to actually get this thing going. I was like, what? This is all new. Like, it's new to me. Beginning of 2017, and I did it. And then I went on a trip to Cuba. Like, I did it like a day before I went to Cuba. And when I got back from Cuba, I was like, holy moly, it went up. I'm like, yo, this thing worked. So,
So
so
did you
that's
cash
how
out
that
right
happened.
away, and you decided that you were just
No, no,
no?
no, 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 no. Because I had a vision. I was like, yo, listen, if this thing works, let's really pay attention to this, because after 4.5 years of vaguely hearing it, you know what I mean? I never really researched into it. I just rubbed it off. But then I really, like, when my homie Crypto Picasso hit me up and he's like, yo, Ivan, listen, I've been doing this for about 6 years. This thing is about to go crazy. And I'm like, all right, guide the way, man. Let's do it. He's like, listen, let's do it. So I put a little bit of money in Coinbase. Took me like 3 days. It was a little frustrating at first, but I got it done. Went to Cuba, came back, had more money. I was like, yes, this thing is working. So that's how that happened.
But did you have any experience with trading in the past, like forex trading?
Yes. So
Well, that
I
does help
did.
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. But yes, it does. But I was never. I'll be honest, and I tell everybody this, man. I lost 15,000 my first 90 days in forex.
Mm-hmm.
So, so the way that I got introduced into this whole world was on a marketing concept of it, right? So I was always great at marketing and sales, because I started my entrepreneurship life at 18 years old selling CDs out of a mixtape, out of the trunk of my car. I was selling mixtapes and DVDs and T-shirts and sneakers and do-rags and hats. And then I opened up 3 stores, and then I got into restaurant business, and then I got into the insurance business, I got into the tax business. So it was always sales. And then I got introduced to what was called multi-level marketing, network marketing. So then I got introduced to Forex, lost 15K my first 90 days. And I'm like, yo, listen, I'm not for this. Like, I'm not going to be looking at these charts, but it's a great way to make money. Like, I saw a lot of my friends making money in Forex. I was like, look, you guys are doing great in Forex. I see, and these are guys that used to work at Target, that used to work at Walmart, that used to be, professionals and all this, all walks of life. They're making money trading Forex. I'm not good at Forex, but I found products and services that were very good at teaching people how to trade Forex online. So I became this, hence why I was at the affiliate conference, because I'm all about digital marketing. I'm all about connecting dots. I'm all about, facilitating a product and service for people that are looking for something. A lot of people want to do something, but they don't know where to go. So I help facilitate that. So I got into the sales and marketing in the Forex platform, in the Forex education realm for about 3 years or so. So I knew the concept of trading was profitable, but what really grabbed my attention with Forex, with crypto, which Crypto Picasso, after really getting, getting into my head and really teaching me and really showing me the concept that this is an actual digital asset that you hold. It's a piece of property. So Forex, the thing about Forex is that you're doing leverage, right? You're doing leverage. So you're actually not holding a position. You're not holding the asset. You're not holding the actual token. So you could get washed out if the trade goes in the opposite direction. Here in crypto, even if it goes in lesser value, you're still holding onto the coin, and you're not losing unless you sell it. You can hold it, or how we like to call it, hodling, till later on, and then with the idea and the vision that it's going to go up in value. So that's what I fell in love with. I fell in love with the concept of actually holding the digital asset versus me having to trade it 24/7 to actually make some money, make some chicken with that. So I was like, yo, I fell in love with the cryptocurrency philosophy. Now, was I a little bit more prone, and was I a little bit more adjusted or more acclimated to investments because of me being involved in the Forex education realm? Absolutely, 100%. So yeah, absolutely, it did help me being involved, but I wasn't like a very vivid everyday Forex trader making money in Forex. No, but yes, I did understand MetaTrader 4. Yes, I understood that there is tools on MetaTrader 4, which is the Forex platform, indicators and signals and instructors and educators. And the whole philosophy behind that helped me transition into the cryptocurrency a lot faster.
Right. So a question that I'm sure a lot of individuals there's individuals who might have traded when the price was actually the highest because of fear of missing out. And they're probably either they're sold at this point, or they're asking themselves, is it a currency that we will see in the next 5 years, or will it be replaced by something else? So, I'd love for you to answer that question, and then we can, I want to ask you a couple other questions. Okay.
Absolutely. Ask away. So, and this is going, I've only been involved for 2 years, right? And the 2 years that I've been involved, everybody is thinking, not everybody, but there's certain people that want to think that there's another coin that's going to replace it. Yeah. Is it possible that it could be replaced? Absolutely. Just like MySpace was the first real social media platform, and then it got replaced by Facebook mm-hmm. and then Instagram and stuff like that. So there's always an introduction to technology, and there's always somebody that makes it better. As we see it today, Bitcoin has a very strong hold in the cryptocurrency market. It does have a huge stronghold. There's a lot of infrastructure being made around Bitcoin. It has a huge dominance. Can it be replaced? Yes. Do I see it being replaced personally? No. Why? Because, like I said, there's all these infrastructures being made around Bitcoin and around the Bitcoin blockchain, and it's just like mommy and daddy right now. Can it be replaced? Yes. Do I think it's going to be replaced? No. Now, when I ask people like Crypto Picasso and other people, since day one, since day one, since Bitcoin and all this cryptocurrency started coming, that's been some people's idea. Oh, it's going to be replaced by this one. Oh, this is the new Bitcoin. Oh, this is the new technology. Oh, da 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 da. But look where it's at right now. It's still number one. 7 years later, about to be 8 years later. 5 years later, is it going to go? I don't think so. I think that it really has a big stronghold. So, like, if you guys bought at 19K, yo, just continue holding. If you guys bought at 16K, continue holding. If you guys bought at 1,000, you're still in profit right now. I'm holding. Listen, I was at my friend's dealership yesterday. These guys are Israelis. They came to this country with nothing. Now they have this huge dealership with over 200, 300 cars. I tell them my story. They're like, how much you got right now? Why don't you cash out? I'm like, no, bro, I'm not going to cash out because I have a vision of where this is going. Listen, if I came into this thing with nothing, this is my philosophy. I don't expect anybody to think like this. But if I came in with nothing and I already got X, Y, Z and I already have my nest egg, I'm not going to get greedy right now and be like, oh, I want the money now. I'm going to be patient. And at the end of the day, you know what? If this thing goes zero, which I don't think it's going to go zero, I just continue seeing this thing go up and up. And I'm using common sense, man. I'm no one here. I haven't read one book about cryptocurrency. I haven't read one book about Bitcoin.
You shouldn't say that.
I'll be real. I'm not a professional about this. I'm telling you, this thing has changed my life. I've been able to connect some amazing dots. I've been able to inspire a lot of people. I've been able to believe. I've been able to, through time and through actually being living proof of this by default, I'm a believer. And I don't see this thing going anywhere. And through the test of time, it has endured. So 5 years from now, Bitcoin is here to stay.
So there are theories out there, and I'm going to be devil's advocate, that
Sure.
are saying since I can't say the word, my French accent. Institutional money is coming in, that essentially Bitcoin most likely won't be around just because they didn't get into the action and their sole premise is to destroy Bitcoin, quote unquote, and perhaps get involved in other currencies like perhaps Ripple and whatnot. So what's your feedback on that kind of argument?
Well, I could only tell you as far as thank God that I'm partnered up with someone, and I'm in the loop with a lot of people, but my partner, his name is Crypto Picasso. Literally, he reads the charts. So the charts tell the story. So once you start seeing specific movements, or the chart is going to paint a picture to you. So if this happens, we'll be able to transition right away. That's not an issue. The beautiful thing about it is just if you got your money in crypto, to switch it to another cryptocurrency is nothing. So I'm not like a die hard listen, we're gonna follow the money at the end of the day. So if the money starts going into another coin, guess what? Our funds are gonna start going into that coin until we see what happens with that, and then we'll continue playing the markets. You know what I mean? That's the beauty about what we do.
So what really helped you as far as
analysis.
What really helped you getting in is the fact that you had a mentor. Individuals who might have invested or very fresh to cryptocurrency, what's the best way for them to get started? What would you recommend? Is it looking for a mentor? Is it being active in Telegram groups? But there's so much. There's so much stuff out there, and there's also a lot of conflicting information. So what do you think is a good viable tool?
You know what's crazy? A lot of people that I knew that said they knew what was, listen, I'll be quite frank with you. Listen.
Drop it.
Listen, I stood all in Bitcoin. I did not do, I invested a little bit into ICOs. That didn't go well. Look what happened to Ethereum. I bought a whole crap load of Ethereum, but thank God that most of my portfolio is in Bitcoin. Thank God. Like everyone that I know that got into all these other coins because they thought this and they thought that, the grass always looks greener on the other side. I'm just using common sense. I hodled my Bitcoin, and I bet you that I'm way better off than a lot of my peers.
So your Bitcoin A Bitcoin maximalist.
Yo, and it just worked out in my favor.
Yeah.
It may have been, I'm telling you, it worked out in my favor 120%. Now, there's always going to be a lot of education. Yo, listen, I'm a type of person that I keep it simple. I keep it simple. You know, I think something that a lot of Forex traders say is that they don't make a move unless they see indicators and several indicators that, you know, that's going to be the move. What's the point of speculating? Nobody knows what the hell's going to happen. Who knows? I wish I would have known. I wish you would have known. Would I have cashed out at 20? You know what? I still wouldn't have cashed out on 20. I probably would have done you know what I probably would have done? I would have done something. I would have done one thing different. Besides that, I'm happy where I'm at. And I don't really listen. At the end of the day, I'm going to be honest. Everybody's full of bullshit. Everybody's full of bullshit. Everybody has an agenda to sell you. Everybody's going to have a good white paper. Everybody's going to have a good conference. Everybody's going to talk a good game. Listen, let the charts paint the fucking picture. The charts are going to say it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The charts are going to say it all. Once the charts give you the indicators, once you start seeing certain things, then you move your funds and you figure it out. Until then, you keep it with the mama goose. You keep it with mommy and daddy. It's safe. And then later on, we'll see what happens. Until then, right now, dominance is in Bitcoin. But what I do want to suggest anybody that's getting into cryptocurrency, please, man, please. Once your barber, once your grandma, once the news starts talking about it again, that's not when you should get in.
It's when it's too late. Yeah.
That's when it's too late. Right now, I don't know if you noticed, but there's nobody talking about crypto. Nobody. Everybody forgot about last year. They're like, oh, no, this thing died down.
Well, it's only negative press, to be honest.
Yeah, 100% negative press. Right now, it's only negative press. I don't even watch Telegraph. I'm not even on that. Honestly, you want to know how we're making money right now? We're trading crypto pairs in the Forex market because we're using the volatility to buy and sell. So
futures. You're trading futures.
No, not futures. We're in the Forex market trading against the US dollar.
Okay.
So we're in MetaTrader 4. We find a broker, a Forex broker that trades crypto pairs, and we're trading in the Forex market. So see, especially how volatile it is right now, we've been killing it. And the good thing about that is that we don't have to have crypto. Like literally, you could fund your account with crypto, or you can fund your account with USD. So a lot of our guys are making killer money in the Forex market, and we're gaining the know-how. We're gaining the experience on how to trade. Once the bulls start coming into the crypto space, we're gonna freaking kill it in the actual crypto platform. But as of right now, everything you see it, everything's on a standstill. Everything's on wishful thinking, right? But right, in my opinion, right now is a perfect time and a perfect opportunity for people to buy. Like I put on my last post, if you knew right now, okay, that you could buy a $6,000 property and in 5 years it's going to be $100K, would you buy? You saw how many people said, yeah. Okay. Did you buy? Have you bought? Oh, no. They're always going to think of something. So I'm for the people. Honestly, I'm for the people. Like, I really think about, I already answered your question, so let's continue going.
No, but you bring such a valid point as the fact that a lot of people are averse to risk. And inherently, when you're getting into the crypto and blockchain space, you are opening a can of worms and you are getting yourself, open to potentially losing money. So it's just a matter of, like you said, getting acquainted with all the different technologies and then making a decision based on what you've read and what feels right to you and be willing to lose the money. And that probably applies as well for Forex.
100%. 100%. Don't ever risk money that you can't afford to lose. That's basically what that boils down to. And everything in life is a risk. I mean, everything in life is a risk. What is not a risk? Right now, me driving while I'm doing this thing, I could crash,
I
right?
hope
So
not.
I hope not either. But that alone is a risk. That's why I'm not looking at the screen. I'm looking straight ahead.
Good.
But everything in life is a risk, and I highly suggest listen, Crypto Picasso. And I keep saying this because this is the guy that literally changed my life, and he doesn't listen to any news. Like when I told him, yo, I'm about to invest in ICOs, he's like, good luck. I seen how that goes. He's like, I'm not putting $1 up into ICOs. He's like, I seen that happen. Oh, he's like, watch what happens. Like, I was like, okay, cool. Look what happened to that. And I invested whatever. And then find yourself someone, and Crypto Picasso is not the only one. Find yourself someone that you start seeing results. Crypto Picasso does not look at any fundamentals. He doesn't care about news. All he says is, look, what you need to see is on the charts. Human emotion is on the charts. How many people are buying, how many people are selling, time frames, indicators, Fibonacci's, Elliott waves. I mean, it all repeats itself, and if you really master technical analysis, listen, men and women lie. Numbers and data does not. That's something that I've really learned in this past 2 years. Data, numbers, mathematics, numerology, sacred geometry, sacred numbers just don't fucking lie. But men and women fucking lie. So, everybody's going to paint a beautiful picture out there. Everyone is going to have an agenda. Everyone's going to have a story to tell. Everyone's going to have this and that and You know what? I keep it simple. Listen, what works for me has been working for me. I don't, everybody's like, yo, have you heard about this new coin? Have you heard about this new technology? Have you heard about this? Have you heard about that? I'm not worried about it. I'm going to invest in what I know works. I'm going to invest in what I believe works. I'm going to invest in what I'm learning, blah, blah, blah. And so far, so good. Sometimes they say ignorance on fire is blessed versus just knowing all this stuff. And then you're just like, which one should I get into? Which one's the better one? Da, 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 da. So that's what's worked for me.
How much time do you spend analyzing the market? Would you consider it to be your full-time job at this point?
No, not at all.
Because I think it's important. Because I think it's important for individuals as well to get a sense of how much time they would need to spend in order to really, well, first of all, potentially invest and really benefit from this whole movement.
Right now, we take about a trade every 2 days, and it takes 20 minutes to put in the trade, and that's because I got Crypto Picasso that does he does all the charting. He watches the charts all day, every day. That's what he does. It's not me. I'm out here connecting dots and I'm out here doing other things. But when I see a trade comes in, in the past 4 months, we took about 100 trades. So 4.5 months. So the 100 trades divided by 4.5 months, that's an average of a trade every day and a half.
So can you talk a little bit about your project, Swipecoin, and the goal behind that?
Yeah, so Swipecoin is an app that Picasso and I developed with a partnership company called iMarkets Live. And iMarkets Live is a Forex company, Forex education platform that they've been in business for a very long time, and they have tens of thousands of students. Now they wanted to get into the crypto space, so they sought after us because we literally changed a lot of people's lives, and we were buzzing, and a lot of people were talking about us. There was a lot of chatter, so we merged with them because we wanted to change the lives of tens of thousands of more people. So we're like, yo, listen, this is a great company. They have a great audience. They have great marketers. They have a great culture. Let's merge. We created Swipecoin.
Mm-hmm.
And in the past 4 months, we've had 30,000 downloads. We've caught 12,000 pips. So if you come from the Forex world, 12,000 pips in 4.5 months is a huge accomplishment. Each trade is an average. I mean, we have wins and losses. We're 70% right. We're 70% right. But most of our trades go, between 200 to 500 pips each trade. Now, if you guys don't know what pips are, because we're in the crypto space, based on your account and based on how much you risk, it's a lot of money. It could be anywhere between $12,000 to $120,000 dollars in fiat. You know what I'm saying? So it's been great. A lot of people enjoy our product and service. Obviously, results aren't typical. I want to say that we're not financial advisors. Basically, all we are is just education, telling people what we trade. 100% transparency. So,
and it's an app you mentioned.
Hello?
You mentioned it's like an app, Swipecoin?
Yes. So it's an app that you could download on your phone, and it's Android and Apple compatible. And then we give you entry points, exit points, and stop losses, as well as an explanation video, and then we give market review on a weekly basis. It's very user friendly. We have tabs for the alerts. We have tabs for the results. We have tabs for the. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. We have tabs for the results. We have tabs for the videos. Very nicely organized. Previous history, et cetera, for people just to skim through it. And we've been having amazing feedback. So the reason why we're trading in the Forex market right now is because that's where we've noticed that there's just a lot of volatility, and we've been capitalizing off the volatility. And then we're teaching our students how to do technical analysis and the philosophy behind crypto. So when the crypto market, the bulls come out, we're going to be just killing it left and right.
That's amazing. So I'm really interested in knowing as well, are you diversifying as far as your investment, or how's that working for you? I mean, 100%. So you are? Okay. So what would you be your recommendation for individuals who are interested in taking their investment game to a new level?
Okay. So obviously, can you see me?
Yes. I see you.
I'm so sorry. I think I'm going in a...
Are you going in a dark zone?
I'm going in a bad... Oh, hold on. Please don't do this to me. I hate it when it does this. And we're getting good. All right, hold on. I got one bar.
Where are you driving to? Tell us.
To a far place. All right,
I know.
I should be getting better. All right, I got better connection here.
Yay.
How does it look?
Better.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay. So, absolutely, guys. Take your digital assets and convert it into physical assets. Physical assets are amazing. Get that passive income from real estate. I think that's something, we were blessed with this opportunity to make to make really good money, life-changing money. Don't spend it all on luxuries. I see all these crypto guys spending it on Rolexes and yachts and planes and yeah, it's fine and dandy, but what about what about our future? That's cool. And I see a lot of crypto guys doing that. And, I see a lot of people just in general in life, in today's world, they live in this materialistic life and they're just all caught up in chasing the Joneses. And it's like, don't do that. Like, you had this amazing blessed opportunity to make some money in this revolutionary industry, invested into physical assets, and there's tons of ways that you could change that, convert your digital assets into physical assets. I encourage you guys to look at real estate. I encourage you guys to take a look at real estate that could be bought with Bitcoin. I encourage you guys to see methods. It's out there. It just takes a little bit of research, and it takes a little bit of opening up your mind and, going out there and buy some tangible physical assets, some property, some land, some single family homes, some duplexes, quadplexes. I mean, it's out there. So do that. Do that while you can, while it's possible. I got started into this with a very small amount of my money. And I learned how to connect the dots. And that's how I started acquiring crypto, connecting the dots. So some people may not have the funds to start putting it right away to crypto. First things first, if you believe in crypto, okay, I would just, listen, to get started, to get into the rabbit hole, to start, put it into Bitcoin. Open up a Coinbase account, okay? How much you get paid weekly? How much you get paid bi-weekly? Cool. Put a percentage of that. Start Ubering on the weekends or at nights and put all that money into Bitcoin, okay? Start learning. Get yourself someone, get acclimated to an education system or to someone that you feel you can trust. Follow their lead, then you could maybe diversify or keep doing into Bitcoin. Like, honestly, if I was to do it all over again, I would put my money into Bitcoin. I would Uber. I would put my room on Airbnb. I would sleep on the couch. I would work a second job. What would you do right now if you knew you could buy a property at $6,000 today and it's going to be $100,000 in 5 years? What the fuck would you do? Like, why does anybody got to tell you what the fuck you need to do? How serious are you about your hustle? At the end of the day, you got to bust your ass. You got to invest in what you think is legit. And if you look at right now the charts and you look at the dominance, it looks like Bitcoin is legit. Where would you put your money? Someone that go work harder, go connect some dots, join a program that's going to give you some affiliate money, some network marketing money, some commissions. Do what you need to do to change your life. Nobody needs to tell you. There's no get rich quick in anything in life. There's no get rich quick. This is a fucking hustle. This is a crypto hustle show. You got to get the fucking money, and then when you get the money, you figure out where you want to put it based on dominance and stuff. It's looking like, and it's not steering. It's happened historically in Bitcoin. It goes up, skyrockets up, it comes back down, shooks everybody, goes when you least expect it, it comes right up, and it passes its all-time high, previous all-time high, it reaches another all-time high, comes back down, same human emotion, back to back, back to back, back to back. Look at where all these big dogs got their money. John McAfee, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, we could go on. But you do what you think is best. You can't go wrong because every failure is a lesson learned, and it's getting you closer to where you need to be. So don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. There's no right and there's no wrong way. Figure yourself out first. I can't stress that enough. You have the answer because, look, I'm tired of seeing people being blown this way, that way, this way, that way, this way, that way. And at the end of the day, they're in the same fucking position. And that sucks. That fucking sucks. But it's because people are not sturdy and they're not grounded and rooted. You have the answers of it all. We're all divine fucking creatures. You're no different than that millionaire that just did it last year. You're no different than that billionaire. You're no different than that person living in Thailand, with his expenses at less than $2,000 a month, living off of trading and living off of his crypto investments. You don't need to be a millionaire to be happy at the end of the day. That's what I like to teach.
No, most definitely. So I've decided you have to be a co-host on the show. I love all the motivational talk.
Oh shit! Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Very inspiring. Thank you, Ivan. I absolutely loved this conversation, which was due for quite a while. And I'm going to invite you again on the show because that was, I think we need the motivation from time to time.
100%. Absolutely. And I just want to reiterate, I'm not a professional. I'm not a scholar. I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible and just be a motivation and inspiration to, to somebody to be like, oh, that guy is just like me. If he did it, I could do it.
So where can we find you on social media? What's about, you're pretty active on Instagram.
Instagram and Facebook, yes.
What's your handle? Ivan Paychecks.
Ivan Paychecks all around.
So I'm going to make sure to drop that as well in the comment section.
Thank
Yay.
you.
All
Thank you for
right.
having me. Thank you for
Thanks for
everybody
being
that's
on the
watching.
show.
Hey, anytime. I'm here.
Awesome.
I am here. Anything that you guys need, I'll be more than happy to jump on and just share some light out there.
All right. Get safe wherever you're driving to.
Oh, I stopped.
Oh,
So
you're in the parking lot.
Yeah, I gotta continue going actually, but I didn't want to continue going into patchy areas.
I know.
So I was like, let me stop.
Thank you. That's really sweet. See you,
You're welcome.
Ivan.
Anytime.
I'll let you go.
Thank you. Peace.
Bye, guys. Thank you for joining. See you guys.